Hey guys, how's it going? Face here, and welcome back to Katawa. So last time we left off with Akira and figuring out
Yep. Nice I'm not cooking your meals after school anymore. As they talk, I slowly realize that I'm entirely unable to gauge Lily's emotions through her eyes as I would for any other person. It's become slightly unsettling as I subconsciously focus on that fact.
oh, so cool. Aren't you just cooking for yourself? I don't get back to first.
That's not the point. Are you managing to feed yourself at least? That's...
If it's fine, it's fine. I need to win sometime anyway. Lily?
Everyone present is momentarily distracted by Yuko, places a cup of tea on the table for Lily. Taking the moment to glance at her watch, Akira levers herself off her... levers... Yeah, herself off her seat and gives me a quick nod.
Well, I better be off. It was nice to meet you.
Akira, do you have to? Lily looks genuinely mournful at her sister's sudden leaving. It doesn't look like she might... It doesn't seem like she might have the wrong idea.
Sorry, I need to get back to work.
Informal. Akira's trim and tidy appearance would give anyone the wrong impression of her. Bye, Akira.
Soon.
With that, she waltzes out of the Shanghai with her hand held high. Lily still looks pretty depressed, so I try to make some small talk in an effort to take her mind off it. We used to live together, but now I live at school and we hardly see each other. Despite Lily having been quite affable, I still don't really know much about her. In hindsight, it's surprising just how much she's attracted to me, really. Live together? Was it somewhere around here? It was before sounds. The trip to Yamaku was really long. Her working hours getting longer and Yamaku being so far away, there was little choice in the end but to move to the dormitories. All that explains the chatter about cooking. Evidently regaining her composure, she livens back up, at least in part. I think you're better rested now. Sorry? You sounded less exhausted than you did when you first came in. Able to pick out my breathing like that. She must have pretty good ears. Yeah, I ended up walking all over town despite only planning to take a short walk down here. Reminded of my first from the walk, I lean forward to take a sip. Without further ado, Lily starts on her cup of strong smelling tea. I guess I better go back to Yamaku. There's only so long I can study for.
Yeah, Donovan.
Yeah, I want to get a good night's sleep before the festival. Oh, I don't study.
Yeah, we can do.
Standing from my seat, I take the coffee-stained cup from the table. Leaving? Yeah, you gonna head back as well? It's getting kind of late. For a moment, she pauses before lifting her face over her teacup as if she was looking at me. As she was looking at me. Yuko, could we have one more coffee, please?
Okay, I'll bring it right away.
That's not subtle. She gives a short giggle at my frank assessment of her maneuver. It's surprisingly childish and carefree given her otherwise collected appearance. In the end, though, I have little reason to refuse. To be honest, I can hardly say no, all things considered. Giving a manufactured sigh, I take a seat opposite of her. Wanting company, then. I'd say it's more that I was wondering. Maybe she's in questioning mode again. She does seem to be unusually interested in me, or at least curious. Not exactly in an unexpected tangent. No, only child. To be honest, the idea of having someone that close makes me a bit envious. I raise an eyebrow, which of course goes unseen. Short silence communicates the questions well enough. But others have said the same thing before. It's a difficult subject to try and think about objectively, given that I've always had someone like that. I can mostly understand what Lily means, given that it would be hard to place oneself outside of the situation they've been in all their life. She and her sister must have had a pretty close relationship. Taking pains to interrupt as little as possible, Yuko dutifully comes over and places the cup on the table. Huh?
I still don't think.
Lily thanks her as I sit back, taking a sexy girl in front of me. Despite always seeming to be on her guard and control of herself when talking to others, she has almost a childlike curiosity about other people. That said, those rare moments she seems to slightly lower her guard are the most insightful into how she thinks. Reaching forward for my drink, I realize something I probably should have noticed earlier. I think I'm starting to become kind of curious about her.
Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love?
Despite making a good pace, it's already nightfall by the time I reach the large iron gates in front of the school. While it's nice to have plenty of time to wander around by virtue of living right next to the school, I can't help but get the feeling that very few students actually take the opportunity.
I would.
Compared to the number of students I see milling around on campus during free time, it's startlingly rare to see anyone around town. The large number of accommodations and facilities that the school offers, many of them might simply not see the point of venturing outside, let alone people such as Hanako with Kenji.
Go out and buy a TV and bring it back to the dorm.
I wouldn't be. Makes me wonder if students like Shizune, Misha, and Lilly are the exception for the school rather than the norm. As I wander back to my dorm room, I continue to compare my old school with Imaku. As I do so, I begin to be surprised that I managed to get used to everything that's happened to me. Wow.
No Kenji.
Right either. Oh wow. We missed it. Whatever. The next day, I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Yeah, we'll get done at that point. Sleeping late is fine since it's Sunday and there's no classes. Not just Sunday though, but the festival as well. From my window, I can already see some people at the soba booth slinging noodles on the plates for people. The craving for low quality food. Ramen?
College budget.
I throw back my handful of morning meds and ponder how to start the day. There will be a few exams in the coming week. I don't consider these as anonymous as others. Why did I say that? So I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit the hallway and hitting the door to find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decide to see what Kenji's up to today out of impulse, I really hope. No, we don't have the Kenji ending, because the dialogue is different and we can continue. More depressed. I'm curious to see if he has any plans since everyone's doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room. Or possibly something like a fort complete with a no girls allowed sign.
Yep.
And with the girls crossed out and body crudely scrawled underneath it. Knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear again the unsettling clicking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. A door opens up a crack. Who is it? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. Oh, it's you. Damn, it's early. It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing. I was just gonna ask what you're gonna do today. Half the school is out there already. How where? Why? What? What? Say special? Well, why are they there? Who are? I can hear them. It's loud. Don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? Suddenly looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? Yeah, I guess you can't see big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. What the hell are you talking about? I have my curtains closed up down to sort snipers. The festival. You know that, right? Oh shit, that's today? Ah, damn. Ah, damn it! Damn it! Can't believe I forgot. I don't have my fork finished yet. This is gonna be a very bad day. Good you told me this, man. This is gonna be a bad day. Why? Oh man, they're gonna be everywhere. People outside my window, socializing. Kenji rubs his temple nervously, suddenly looking very ill. It's gonna be loud as hell. Damn it, I was hoping to go out today, but now it's ruined. Everything is ruined. This is awful. This sucks. What the hell? This really sucks. I can't go anywhere now. There's nowhere to run. Kenji seems nervous. You can even say he's majorly freaking out. Can't believe this. So that's what today was. Damn, I couldn't even prepare for it. I couldn't even brace myself, and now it's here. I can't do anything. You should have told me this earlier, dude. I mean, at least I know, but I could have known earlier. Imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry, I thought you knew. Not gonna do anything today with them? The weather is even good. Yesterday was really windy, so I thought today would be cold. It's not. Though there are no reasons just to stay inside. Yeah, you should check the festival out. Kenji grows and covers his face with his hand. No, I can't do it. Don't leave me alive out because you know it. Yeah, cut my ramen. Last part fizzled. That has to be a joke, but he said it with such a straight face. Relatively straight. What are you gonna do? We should hang out in here. You can help me build my fort. We might still make it if we work together. I don't know, I'm pretty hungry, so I thought I'd get some food first and check out the attractions. Your class project seemed pretty cool, and I gave a hand with it, so I want to see at least that one and chat with Lilly, I guess. Yeah, that you don't have any obligation with the project? Are you out of your mind? That blind broad is up to no good. Yeah, broad. Is that broad or board?
Broad. Board?
I don't know.
There's an R before the O and A.
My spelling is horrible. Up to no good, I can feel it in my spleen, man. Her presence is like a dark shadow that's in the way of my great vision. As expected of blind people. You're blind, Kenji. What? Besides, I thought you were also... He holds up his hands to interrupt me. Only legally. Metaphorically, I can see farther than any man before me has seen. Kenji looks stoically into the metaphorical distance to emphasize his statement. Thrusting his chin forward to look manlier, although it's just a corridor wall 2 meters away. But it's all the same. I can see the future mankind. It's dark when less threat of women is sniffled. They're everywhere. Close enough. He fingers his scarf nervously, faster and faster, like he's trying to start a fire, then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes running support. But I have to find some place to hide it, safe haven, and to knock the lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this one day. That's the perfect thing for that. Let's prepare now. Don't go to the festival. Okay. Better, dude. Door slowly closes with a low creak, and I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said.
I know what he's doing.
Probably. After buying a plastic plate of takoyaki from the stall belonging to the classes next to ours, I take a seat in the school gardens to watch people pass as I close enough. Nibble away at the rather bland-tasting item. I guess I shouldn't complain, it's better than nothing and didn't cost much. As I look out towards the school, watching the people coming and going proves a surprisingly entertaining way of passing the time as I eat.
That guy's missing his arm. That guy's missing his head.
That guy has a problem in his pants.
That guy's a mind reader. I know what you're thinking.
Little children accompanied by parents or grandparents scamper about from event to event. One hand dragging their company and the other bearing an oversized colorful snack. I couldn't help but notice the age range among the people here towards the elderly. Something that I also noticed when I was walking around town. Especially one of those towns where the only people left are those that lived here their whole lives and ardently refused to leave. Those wanting to live out the rest of their days in one of those increasing tranquil places, yes, in English. That also goes away to explaining how conservative Yumaku's school culture is. Not that I mind one bit, I kind of like how calm Yumaku and its surroundings are. The heat, though, was another matter entirely. Sitting in one place for too long has focused my mind on how annoyingly humid it's getting, now that the hottest part of the day is here. Better get moving if I can! Sound of, Carry on bells takes me completely by surprise as I stand up, a reaction shared by a few of the people filling as well. The PA system crackles to life after the tolling bell ends. The age shows as the principal makes a barely intelligible announcement over it, officially opening the festival that is very much in full swing. Quite amusing to contrast the pleasant smile of the older folk against the alternatively painted work grimaces of their younger charges. The students, on the other hand, seem to pay it little. Nevertheless, as the address finally ends, all are united in polite, if not overly enthusiastic, applause, and then go back to business. Putting my hand in my pocket, so like as relaxed as possible, I casually glance around for something to do. Somewhat difficult to see very far with all the people around. I decide to fall back on a tired and trusted rule. Go where everyone else seems to be gathering. Right now, that's the school courtyard and the surroundings.
Hard to see with everyone walking away. No, no.
Can't see the people blocking away.
Exactly.
Throwing the used plate into the trash can, I make my way towards the school building. Seeing the number of stalls around the perimeter of the school building surprises me. Quite a few of the classes must opt to have multiple stalls. Deciding which to visit first, I catch sight of a familiar banner with a blue patterned border and red text. The Lilly stall is as good a place to start as any. I'm curious as to how it's going. After all, of the work she and her classes have been doing for it. Stepping up to it, I begin to see why the classes took so long to organize everything. Anyway, easily twice as wide as many as the other stalls, with equipment for cooking strewn everywhere. It's closer to an outdoor restaurant than a festival event. As a student in front of me takes a bowl of noodles and leaves, I walk up to the counter. The girl behind it seems quite exasperated and asks me to wait a moment before she distantly seizing the moment, I take a quick glance around. Steam seems to be rising from everywhere as pots and pans simmer away. Most of the blind students who are unpacking ingredients while being helped by someone who's probably the teacher of 3-2. I would hand over Lily's voice to you, since I know at this point we're on her route at this point. But I'm afraid you're just going to give her the Scottish accent. Yeah, precisely my point. It doesn't take long to notice Lilly among them, talking with the teachers as she quickly counts out the boxes and packets with her fingers. From her expression and the fact that both she and the teacher seem to be in a state of mild confusion, it appears there's been some problem with coordination. Before I can stare any longer, the girl behind the counter pops up again, only to look back and ask for the spare change boxes.
And we're gonna end it there. Thank you guys so much for
We
watching.
should be done with Act 1 by the end of the next video.
Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and also feel free to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. To get noticed, okay?
No.